For this project, I'm using light green and white yarn, but you can use any colors you like. I'm going to make 2 different sizes, a small one and a medium one. I'll be using a 4mm crochet hook. You will also need a pair of scissors. The butterfly is quite quick to make, so let's get started. I'm going to start with my light green yarn. Make a slip knot and insert your hook into the loop. Now we're going to make our foundation chain. Chain 5. To make a chain, yarn over and pull the yarn through the loop on your hook. That's 1. Yarn over and pull through again. 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you have your 5 chains, insert your hook into the very first chain. Yarn over and pull through both loops on your hook. This joins our chain and creates a small ring. This center ring is where we're going to work all of our first round. For our first round, we're going to make 8 clusters around the center. Each cluster is made with 2 double crochets and chain 2. That's 1, 2, 3. So let's make our first cluster. Yarn over and insert your hook into the center of the ring. Yarn over and pull through. You now have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops, then yarn over and pull through the remaining 2 loops. That's our first double crochet. And then chain 2. So that's our first cluster. We're now going to repeat exactly the same pattern around the ring. Work 2 double crochets into the center, followed by chain 2. Then repeat that again into the same center ring. Keep working around until you have 8 clusters all together. As you're working, try not to make your stitches too tight. Keeping the center nice and open will make the next round much easier. Once you've completed your 8th cluster, we're going to join the round. Insert your hook into the top of the first stitch. Yarn over and pull through. Then pull through the loop on your hook to make a slip stitch. And that completes our first round. Now I'm going to change to my green yarn for the next round. You don't have to change color if you don't want to. You can make the whole butterfly in one color. but I'm going to use green here to make the different parts easier to see. Take your new yarn and insert your hook into the space between the stitches. Pull the yarn through and secure it. I like to make a small knot at the back so that the yarn stays in place while I'm working. Now hold the loose ends along the back of your work. That way we can crochet over them as we go instead of having to deal with them later. For this round, we're going to work into each of the chain 2 spaces from our first round. We're going to make 6 double crochets into each chain 2 space. So insert your hook into the first chain 2 space, yarn over, and make your first double crochet. Continue working into this same space until you have 6 double crochets. You'll see that these stitches start to bunch together and create a little rounded section. Once you've made all 6 double crochets, we're going to move to the next space. Insert your hook into the space between the next cluster. Yarn over and pull through to make a slip stitch. And now we're ready for the next wing section. Move into the next chain 2 space and work 6 double crochets into that space. Once you've completed the 6 double crochets, slip stitch into the next space. We're going to continue this same pattern all the way around. 6 double crochets into the chain 2 space, then a slip stitch into the next space. Keep repeating this until you've worked around the whole butterfly. Take your time with this round because these little sections will eventually become our butterfly wings. Once you've completed the 6 double crochets, slip stitch into the next space. We're going to continue this same pattern all the way around. 6 double crochets into the chain 2 space, then a slip stitch into the next space. Keep repeating this until you've worked around the whole butterfly. Take your time with this round because these little sections will eventually become our butterfly wings. Once you've completed the 6 double crochets, slip stitch into the next space. We're going to continue this same pattern all the way around. 6 double crochets into the chain 2 space, then a slip stitch into the next space. Keep repeating this until you've worked around the whole butterfly. Take your time with this round because these little sections will eventually become our butterfly wings. Once you've completed the 6 double crochets, slip stitch into the next space. We're going to continue this same pattern all the way around. 6 double crochets into the chain 2 space, then a slip stitch into the next space. Keep repeating this until you've worked around the whole butterfly. Take your time with this round because these little sections will eventually become our butterfly wings. Now we're going to use a small chain to secure the center of the butterfly. With your yarn, chain 10. One thing to keep in mind here is that you don't want this chain to be too tight. Once you've made your chain 10, we're going to wrap it around the center of the butterfly. Take the chain and bring it around the middle of the butterfly. Wrap it around the center so that it holds both sides together. Then secure it through the center. This gives the butterfly a nice defined body and also keeps the wings from opening up. Adjust the wings with your fingers so that they sit nicely on either side, and you can gently shape the wings until you're happy with how they look. Once you finish, cut your yarn, leaving a small tail. Pull the yarn through the loop on your hook and tighten it. You can now use your darning needle to secure the loose end at the back, or simply trim them. And here are our finished crochet butterflies. I hope you enjoyed making these butterflies with me. If you enjoyed the tutorial, don't forget to like and subscribe for more easy crochet tutorials. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!